Hi, I'm Erin Haslag, and my business is Well in LA Inc., which is stemming from a lot of things that I'm passionate about in life, most of which is health and wellness. My background is in public health and counseling and education psychology, so I've always worked in the capacity of trying to find little ways to help people make their lives better. And I provide services as a health coach, so working with people one-on-one or in small groups to overcome certain health behaviors and just find ways to integrate wellness in their day throughout the day. And one of the really fun pieces along the way of trying to establish my own business has been learning everything from social media to email marketing to setting up my website. So I've kind of taken all of those things that I've learned along the way and I package them, and I work with other small business owners and entrepreneurs who are trying to launch their brand in the field and understand the whole online world of marketing. And I work with them as well. So I do the coaching and I do the consulting, and that's kind of what Well in LA is all about. So my background, I mentioned a little bit in the intro, is public health and education and counseling psychology. My undergrad, I went for health sciences, and I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with that. You know, I wanted to be a doctor, a nurse, everything in between. And I just really didn't enjoy the clinical setting, so I decided to branch out from that. I love working with people and being able to excite them about their own health and wellness. And in grad school, I fell into public health and kind of fell in love with the outreach aspect of it and being able to work with so many people on such important issues. And additionally, needed to make money, so I started teaching group exercise classes, which was a lot of fun. And I was able to connect with people on a very personal level, which I also enjoyed. And I've been teaching group exercise since then, so for about 7 years now. And it's a lot of fun, and it's a great way to kind of obviously practice what I preach. I have held mostly full-time corporate or academic jobs since graduating in 2008 with my master's in public health, and worked some interesting positions in DC for the Department of Defense and behavioral health, and moved to LA in beginning of 2010 to be with my now fiance. And out here, I have kind of just been trying to find and strike that balance. It's definitely a different world than the East Coast, and finding that working for myself and working with a lot of other creative people has been the more fun balance of things out here. I worked for UCLA for a short period and just kind of didn't feel like I fit into that academic environment. So striking out on my own began. I started blogging and started finding other creative outlets outside of that. And it's grown into its own thing, and formally launched and incorporated at in the last quarter of 2011. So that was a huge milestone for me to incorporate, and something I've learned as somebody who's not a business background. I don't believe that either coast has advantages over the other. Certainly on the West Coast, you kind of get the sense that it's more of a creative vibe, whereas East Coast is more of the logical mindsets. But I think it depends on what your passion is, what your market is, what your business is, where you land, and making the best of it no matter where you are. I never considered myself a traditional creative person. I've always pursued very logical fields. But out here, I'm finding ways to tap into my creativity in ways I would have never expected to do otherwise. And it's been a really fun adventure for business and for personal introspection and just kind of exploring what it is and what it can be. So yeah, I think it's not a matter of where you are, and the internet certainly levels that to a great extent, but who you are and how you convey what you're passionate about. Just being meaningful in everything that you do, no matter where you may be.